Hi everyone, this is Katelijne with your weekly fairy oracle reading, and this one is for the week of Monday the 28th of February until Sunday the 6th of March. Now with the oracle for this week, I have placed a white dove. It's the latest artwork I've done. It's still drying, so it will take about 3 weeks until it can be baked in the kiln, and then afterwards I'll glaze it with some white glaze, and then it will go into the kiln again. And I made this one as a piece of memorial art. Just before Christmas, a dear friend of my dad's died, and I'm sure he's showing her around in heaven as we speak. And just before my dad died himself, he'd asked her to keep in touch with his kids, so me and my brothers, and keep an eye out for us a bit. And she did this, which was very nice of her. So from time to time she would call and we would chat mostly about my dad and what it meant to us. And then unfortunately she fell ill as well, got cancer as well. So during that time I felt like it was my time to support her, being my dad's daughter. And obviously she was grateful for that, because there was a letter at the memorial service that was read out loud that she'd written to people, and I was in it, and she thanked me for the support. And I thought I'd mention that here, because many people seem to be crossing over at the moment, and many people are going through difficult times, and I think it's very important that we help and support one another in these times. Anyway, I've kept in touch with her daughter, much like she kept in touch with me. You know, we pay it forward. If we're lucky to have support, it's very important that we pay it forward. And the daughter asked me if I could make a little sculpture to put on the grave. And whenever the daughter is missing her mother and she really needs her, she sees this white dove. And I do feel that the people who are on the other side of the veil, so to say, who've crossed over, often send us signs and signals. My dad has his own signals, mostly rainbows, but also when I think of my dad, sometimes over day I see lots of old timers. Now they're not as common here as they are, for instance, in America. He used to have a Cadillac Coupe de Ville. He loved these kinds of cars, so sometimes when I really need him, it seems like the whole world is packed full of these kinds of cars all of a sudden. Well, for her, the signs were the dove. And so I thought I would show this dove to you, as the dove is really a spiritual symbol as well. It's a symbol of hope. You know, the dove was sent out in the times of the great floods to see if there was any land, and it brought back a sign of the land in the form of a little twig. And as that symbol of hope, at the same time it is a symbol of faith, to keep the faith and to keep hopeful. And I think in these times with great changes on the earth and unrest in the Middle East, and earthquakes in New Zealand, and floods in Australia, and there's lots of unrest, I think it's important for us all to keep the hope and to keep a sense of peace, and a sense of peace of mind, and radiate this out to the earth and to areas where we feel it is needed. And after all, the dove is also a symbol of peace. So I wanted to share this dove with you. And if you are missing somebody and you would like a statue that could serve as a bit of a memorial that you can place around your home and burn a candle with, always feel free to contact me to make a spiritual sculpture, such as a dove or an angel. I personally always prefer angels to, have the idea your loved ones are watching over you, and at the same time the angels are watching over them. Well, that being said, let's finally move to the cards, because I'm going off on a tangent here. And last week we had the Faery of communication, so I hope that went well with everybody. I had some very good talks with some people this week, also with my brother, especially about my dad, so he's been around for sure. And I hope everybody who's been watching has found ways to speak their truth this week. And now it's time to see what the fairies want us to know for this week ahead. And we have the Sunset Fairy. I'm not sure if we've had her before. I personally don't think so, but I'm sort of losing track by now. Anyway, the Sunset Fairy colours the sky in wonderful hues. Depending on her mood, she paints the heavens with yellows, oranges and reds, the showers with passion, or the peaceful colours of soft blues, whites and yellows to bring peace of mind. And sometimes you even have these beautiful violet to purple sunsets. I love those, where there's a bit of pink and a bit of purple and a bit of pastels. Lovely. She loves to use her magic to create dreamy and silky hues. And the sunset is ever changing, like a piece of living art, or is something to enjoy. So what this fairy wants to know is, when was the last time you took the time to drink in the beautiful sunsets that she showers upon us? The Sunset Fairy would like you to lose yourself in an easy meditative state when you look upon her painted skies. Sunlight is both soothing and healing for both our physical as our spiritual health. And watching sunsets evokes pleasurable feelings because of the pretty colors, and that helps to activate the chakras and help you ground, especially before you go to sleep. So there is healing to be found in the peacefulness of watching a sunset, and that's all about quieting the mind as well and enjoying nature. Well, I'm certainly going to be looking out for sunsets. For me, this week will be a holiday week. We'll go away for a small week. So I'm planning on making some downtime and relaxing. And that's excellent time to watch sunsets, especially as we will be, walking a bit or maybe cycling a bit. So I'm wishing you all the same kind of restfulness and light, like the light of sunsets, and to enjoy the moment, because I think it's important, especially for us light workers, that we enjoy the moment, because enjoying the moment means and moments like sunsets, it means that we recharge our batteries. Often for light workers, we're giving people, and we like to help to heal others. It's important to make sure you heal yourself first, and you make sure you take excellent care of yourself first before you go and give to other people. So recharge those batteries, and one of the best things is sunsets. But you can also watch the stars in the sky, watch the moon, go out in nature, walk in forests or by the oceans. Those are all great ways to cleanse the aura, recharge chakras and your energy levels, and from there you can give, you can send healing. And I would like to join hands with you all to send peaceful energy without judgment to Libya at this moment, to bring a sense of peace and for a great outcome and for a ripple effect really in the whole of the Middle East, that people will find peace in their hearts, peace in the governments, peace on the streets, peace everywhere. So maybe what we could do together is to ask the angels of peace to send light filled with peacefulness around that area, from Egypt to Libya and the whole area. And we could visualize this as crystal white doves flooding the area to ignite peace in everyone's heart. And from there it will travel all over the world. Wishing you a lovely week, and we will speak again next week. Bye bye.